Hey guys, welcome back to some more Snooker 19, part 68, I believe it is, of our career mode. Today we're in the International Championship. This is the last 16, round 3 of the International Championship, and we take on Neil Robertson. So yeah, same player we played in the semi-finals of the European Masters, so let's get into this. Obviously we're on a hard difficulty level this time. See, I haven't filmed the first 2 rounds, just because I didn't think I'd need to. I know I fell out in the last 32 stage in the English Open, but I felt that I wouldn't. I didn't think I'd fall out in the last 32 here because just because it was a longer match. I was a bit more experienced with the harder AI, so I was kind of a bit more ready for it. And I did get through it pretty nicely. So in the first round, the last 64, I made back-to-back centuries of like 1-2-2 and 1-2-7 or something like that, en route to reaching a 5-1 lead over Alan McManus. And then he staged a brief fight back and put me under a bit of pressure, and before I eventually fell over the line in frame 9 to win 6 frames to 3. And then in the last 32, which is obviously the round I fell out in the English Open, I faced Ryan Day, Dynamite, as they call him. I think Dynamite Day, yeah. After he took the first frame, I felt under all kinds of pressure, but my form came back, and whilst there was no centuries, there were certainly decent contributions in that match, and I was able to eventually fly over the line 6 frames to 1. So yeah, feeling pretty excited for this last 16 match, and that wasn't that could have gone badly wrong, that last shot, but I got away with it, and yeah, no chance yet. So yeah, a bit nervous to play a full strength Neil Robertson. Obviously, last time he was tamed because of the medium difficulty. But Neil Robertson, I'd imagine this would be a really tough game. Robertson, he's a solid player. He's not a player who I'd expect would give me an easy ride, but you never know. I might do. And, well, there you go. He's given me a very nice first chance, and the pink does pot into that pocket. So, can I take advantage of this chance that I've been very much gifted in this first frame? Did not expect such a soon chance. Perhaps as Alan McManus always says, you've got to be ready for your chances, and ready is something I'm not. I'm definitely not ready for this chance. I'm really, really nervous and really not ready for this chance so soon. But yeah, if I could take a 3-1 lead at the end of today, I'd be really happy with that. Put me in good stead for the rest of the game, I feel. See, I've already played Snooker 19 today. I played Ryan Day this morning. I'm filming this now Thursday afternoon, Thursday the 3rd of June. So yeah, the day the European Masters started. Yeah, the day my European Masters campaign is going to premiere, about an hour's time. About 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's, 5:05, I'd say. Yeah. So no massive, no late night evening recording session today.
He would have hoped for a better split there.
But I don't think that's all that good.
14.
Just because of what Neil Founds has been saying, and yeah, we're not in particularly good position. I doubt these two, no. It's an ugly position. It weren't the worst shot in the world that we played, but we just kind of got cut between a bad position. Okay, I can take this pot on, but don't want to do something so risky so soon.
This looks to be a pretty simple safety here.
So just a simple safety shot into bulk. Just going to play it reserved. Not very good. Not against Robertson. Against Day or McManus, I reckon I would have got away with that, but not against Robertson. Yeah.
1.
So what's Robertson going to pull out the bag here? Feeling hot and sweaty, it's a hot day. We're in the midst of, just on the tail end of a massive heat wave, really. In the beginning of June. Oh. So yeah, I think that's also making this match more difficult to play.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. Well, let's see what he chooses to do here.
Forced to continue. I don't see the value in playing this shot. So yeah, I'll just let Robertson take it. No real advantage gained, so I'm not too fussed. Oh, what have I done? What have I done there? Have the yellow come to my rescue? I think I'm pretty sure it has come to my rescue. It looks like a pretty big scope. Yeah, that's fine. The plant was the only potential risk in my mind there. So it's left me this pot, and I'm gonna go for it. Got to take my shots against Robertson. Yes, I've got to play reserved snooker, but I've also got to know when the bright. Yeah, like I mean that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I've got to know the right time to strike and go attacking and aggressive. You know. It's gonna drop this brown in. Think I've overhit that. Yeah, I've overhit that. Missed the power bar there, and it's going to cost me. Well, I can still drop this in. I think this is one that I should still get. It's there.
No problem there. Great viewing.
These reds are just not too pretty. That's the problem. Okay. May have position here, but I may not, so I'm not really sure. Don't think I've got position. Well, no, it don't look like it. Well, I'm not, well, certainly, well, I kind of have, but it's my controller's disconnected. Yeah, I felt it getting a bit loose. I felt my controller just not quite playing. It's not quite feeling right. But yeah, I'm going for this pot. I still think I can get it. It's there. But I'm going to need another crack. I need another banger to continue this break. Make no mistake. And black goes. What sort of shot I got on the pink? Not a good one. It's black. It does go. Boy, this is tricky. Make no mistake. It's there. Oh, what a shot. Man, I cannot film 4 frames here. I'm going to try my best, but boy, I'm so hot and sweaty. I'm so thirsty, like, the heat is draining. Like, it's not even that hot. Yesterday was hot. It's cool and cloudier today, but it still feels so hot. It's still so sticky and humid. Like, it's impossible. I'm literally, yeah, my controller batteries are low. I've already got a backup plan for if they run out. I'm just gonna, as cheap as this does sound, but as a spur of the moment thing, because I haven't got any batteries lying around in my room, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to take the batteries out of my Wii remote and use them, just if I need to finish this video off with them, or if I ever do. Because my Wii batteries have definitely got remote in them. What? My Wii remote has definitely got batteries in it, because I play on that. I play on my Wii quite a bit. I don't film videos on it, Mario Kart Wii, but I do play a hell of a lot of Mario Kart. Haven't played so much lately. I've been so much into Snooker 19. I played a bit last week, but I've got to tell you, it felt so boring compared to this game. This game, man, this game puts you right through it. Oh man, this pink goes. What a bonus.
You're looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
No foul there.
Tremendous shot. Simply
Got this red into the right middle.
32.
So yeah, we're 40 points in front in this first frame. We look good to take it.
Just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
Is that there? Is it there? Has it got the legs? Has it got the legs? Yes, it drops.
32.
Just, man, what am I, John Virgo? Trying to dramatise a situation which there's no drama needed. He's a funny bloke, is Virgo. It's there. So yes, 5 reds left, 67 points remaining, that must mean. I'm just going to drop this in.
He just wants this to drop gently.
And play for the green or brown into centre pocket. May well choose to play blue into corner here.
Well, I'm not surprised he's taking on a long pot here. Brilliant long pot over.
just felt more comfortable on that blue than the brown. Comfortable. Suppose that's me not supposed to say confident. I don't know.
Just this red needed.
Right. So I do still need this red. So just
Down it goes.
going to refocus myself. I'm glad to have taken the opening frame. You know, just what I needed, a good start in this match, and I think it's not been one visit, but it has been a decent break. 45, so 45 and counting. You know, you can't begrudge that. Can't say I've cheated or anything. Man, it really is so hot.
Keep taking this on.
Oh, the heat is blistering. Like, I don't know, maybe it's not that bad, but I'm exaggerating. I'm not even standing in sunlight. The sun's hidden behind some clouds. It's actually a very cloudy day. But man, it's humid. Can't complain though, for the amount of rainy days we have sometimes. It's nice to have a bit of sunshine and warmth, but I wouldn't say so sunny or anything. Oh, I think I might have cannoned that red because that was nowhere near the position I planned.
Well, he's taking it on.
Just want to play a shot that I feel comfortable with, yes.
What a top shot that is.
Don't know if I can do the ton, I've not really looked at the points, I just assumed that maybe I can, maybe I can't.
61.
Can I do the ton then? I don't think. Yeah, I can if I take a high value colour here. I don't think the blue, yes, is enough to keep the hopes of a ton alive. I think even the brown's enough, but yeah. Pretty sure the ton's still on.
High quality play here.
That is absolutely fantastic position. Nigh on it anyway. Not really very good anymore, but it was a valiant attempt, so.
This is a challenging shot along the cushion.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
That's well played with the red.
Yeah, what a legend. If I take this blue, the ton's not on, so I'm just going to take the pink.
The fact that he's forced to use the rest makes it a little trickier.
Well, I've got a shot at the yellow. It's not easy by any means. You know, if I make the ton from here, then a bit of history, I suppose. It's for, my Snooker 19 career mode.
No problems
I'm really working hard for this, aren't I? Century break should not be this tough. Pulled up so many exhibition shots, I don't want to miss one now, but I've missed the green. Never mind. It was a good attempt. 75 in the end? Decent break.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 75.
Yeah, 75. So we take the opening frame and take a 1-0 lead over the Thunder from Down Under. So last time we played him, we beat him 6-1 in the European Masters semis. Again, best of 11 this time, but not semi-finals, a bit earlier than that. The last 16, so round 3 in this tournament. Obviously, we played a qualifier in this event. We beat Reece Clark by 6 frames to 1. Very easy match that was.
Following this, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 7. So, after the foul, what's he going to do?
I'd love to know if one of these reds pop, but I don't think it does, so I'm just going to force a retake.
His opponent to play again.
And you know, Alan McManus nearly lost a frame after 3 misses and out rule.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. No real advantage.
He can't lose on the 3 misses and out rule because he can't see anything full ball.
Following this, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. No real advantage here.
I think he just might lose by fouling away over 147 points. Is he playing to win?
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Is this some kind of match fix? He just given me 19 points in fouls. I mean, this is a huge lead.
following this, Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. And unsurprisingly,
I mean, I'll take in these very happily.
following this, Ronnie O'Sullivan,
I think he's only gonna
play again.
just end up smashing into the pack. I remember Judd Trump gave Michael Holt last year about
Foul and a miss.
bloody some ridiculous amount of foul points. It's like 30, 40 points.
His opponent to play again.
Well, Judd Trump gave Michael Holt the points.
Simple escape route here. Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Leave it out. Is this escape that tricky? Look how many bloody points he's given me.
Foul and a miss.
I mean, this is dirty, this point.
3-1. Well, the ball's in his court, so to speak. Let's see what he decides to
I
do.
got 3 ball, but what the hell's the point of me taking it on? Like, he's nigh on giving me 40 points. What the hell is this? I thought this was hard AI.
So,
He's nearly given me half a century of points. This is so funny. Right, sorry, Robertson.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Well, I didn't know that when I laid that snooker that I was going to get nearly 50 points from it.
Foul and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan. 4.
Does that red pot know the blue's in the way?
What's he going to do?
51 in the lead! Well, 51 points. Wow. I could still make a 147. You know, if somebody lost a frame with 51 points, or if somebody had 51 points in a frame, people might look at that and think, yeah, well, they probably potted that amount of balls. They probably potted enough balls to get 51 points. They wouldn't think, well, yeah, obviously his opponent fouled 51 points. If I look at the score on a frame and a player loses it like gets about 4 points in the frame, I might think, well, yeah, the opponent probably fouled. If they pot one, they only got 1 point.
Down it goes.
It feels like the end of the frame, but it's only the beginning. This is so weird. I'm nearly 60 in front and there's only 1 red down. This is the funniest frame ever. Because I could be 90 in front and still not have won this frame. And this is giving me vibes of the Bingham and McGill frame from, not Bingham and McGill, Wilson and McGill from last year. It was just like, the points amassed were so ridiculous that it was just like unprecedented. And I mean, it's not really similar to that in a way, but it's just unprecedented, which is the funniest thing. It's just like I'm sitting there laughing because the point seems so weird. I mean, that was my 3rd red, and I'm nearly 70 in front.
13.
Look, after 3 reds and 3 colours, I'm over 70 in front in this frame. And I should only be 20 odd in front, shouldn't I? And I could make a century and finish with I could in theory finish with over 200 points if I've really taken high value colours. Yeah, that's my target for this frame, to finish with over 200 points. And how's Robertson played such a sloppy foul? I'm surprised he finally got out of the snooker. He's 51 down. At that point, it practically fouled the frame. You know, I'm only nearly 80 in front, and I've still.
He's played it badly. That should have been possible.
Well, I'm over 70 in front, but I may still lose the frame. I mean, I might get to 80 in front and still lose the frame. I don't think he's going to pot one from here. And look at the frame score, man. It's just laughable, isn't it, really? And I think there's a chance he could win this frame. I know he's 72 behind, but there's still like a century break on. This is so funny. Like, I should put in the title of this episode, Must Watch, Hilarious Moment. I don't believe what's happened in this frame. I mean, I'm surprised I missed that black. It was sloppy. I think the score in the frames probably caused me to get content for no reason. And obviously I should only be on 21. If he hadn't have fouled literally 10 times. I didn't actually count how many times he fouled.
28.
We're still a long way behind in this frame. He's still, well, this black will put him 36 behind. So yeah, he's 43 behind, is that? 43, yeah, that adds up right in my
36.
calculations.
37.
And I know we've got 51 points in this frame through fouls, but I still think we look like losing it at the moment. I'd put Robertson as favourite. Despite his humongous deficit. And it should be 20 in front now. It should be 41 to 21, shouldn't it? Well, that could be end of break if he doesn't pop this red into the yellow pocket. He's got it in very nicely indeed. He's going to need another good pot here. Well,
49.
Looks good for this frame, you know. Dare I say it? I know it was funny, the scoring thing, but, you know, we've probably, you know, it probably all evens itself out. It probably was a bit of a dirty way to get so many points, but what else was to do? I mean, if there was a good pot on, I would have taken it, but what was the point? Well, he's got some shot on here to take on. Well, can't play against that quality, but you can if they're going to foul like no tomorrow. But yeah, he looks good for this frame now. So he's recovered a 72-point deficit, and you know, break a 96 this will be.
74.
And you know, he could nearly made a century if he didn't take so many low-value colours in this break.
78.
Might just be the wrong side of blue here. But yeah, this pink for the frame. A frame which we really should have won because we had a humongous lead in it. I don't believe we lost this frame, but I don't believe what's happened. Yeah, it's pretty funny way. It's just the funniest. It's one of the funniest frames I've ever played. I'll put it like that's enough said. Okay, it was one of the funniest frames that I've ever played.
After that last frame, this is close, really close.
Even Stevens, as I say.
Cue the third frame. Neil Robertson to break.
Hopefully we can just lay a snooker and sit back for the rest of the frame. You know, it's a good break from Robertson, but 72 in front. I thought we had the balls at our mercy. We were presented with a good chance. So yeah, we don't. So that's kind of sent a message out to us not to mess with Robertson. And yeah, he's knocked one straight in, and this could be another frame down the pan. You know, if he's playing as ruthlessly as that, we should be worried rather than making a laugh and a joke about it like I was. I was too busy jollying up and having a laugh. Little did I know what Robertson was capable of from even 70 odd behind. You know, that was a good break. Albeit it wasn't too difficult, but you know, he did put a couple of good balls in there. This tricky black, but I didn't think he'd miss it. When I said tricky, I probably more meant tricky in real life. And on the game, it's dead easy for AI anyway. For me, I'd probably still struggle. Even Captain Goodspeed or someone like that, I'm sure he'd still have nerves going onto a shot like that. But yeah, you just gotta hope Robertson makes a mistake now. These balls are pretty good for him. Couple of reds to go out here. He's gone for the one with the rest.
31.
A few more loose reds before Robertson will have to think about a cannon. You know, cannon's always a risky point of a break, I feel. But a good positional shot there. Nicely on the pink for the next shot, I think, perhaps. Maybe, well, we can play blue, pink or black, I feel. I don't know about black, but yeah, he's played pink. Well, he's played blue, really, hasn't he? He may well go for pink or black, but I doubt it. He's gone for blue.
42.
And yeah, you could say this is the last loose thread. There may be one more. Oh, that's end of break. That's end of break. So yeah, 46 down. You know, in the last frame we would have still had a 5-point lead. There's 51 points fouled. As funny as it is. And even, put it this way, look at it. And even losing the frame wasn't enough to stop me from thinking it was that funny. I mean, it's something I'll never forget, and it's a frame that's upsetting to have lost because I was literally singing and dancing at one point, thinking, well, how the hell's he ever going to win this match playing like that? And he's playing like a complete idiot. I thought his game's as stupid as his haircut today, you know. The Neil Robertson. I don't mean his haircut in this game. I mean his real life haircut. It's completely stupid, isn't it? I don't mean to insult him, but it's completely stupid. And obviously, he had it shaved for a few months. He doesn't want it to be like that. It's pretty funny. When I first saw him, I thought, "What the hell, Robertson?" I think that's what it looked like when he went on the return last year to Snooker, the Championship League. You know. I didn't think he'd play that into the corner.
14.
So he could go into him off this red here. He's got an angle. He hasn't though.
50.
He's going to go from the pink here. Black. He split them. and he's won the frame. But I'll just let him pop one more red just before I do concede. Well, that's put us in our place a bit there. I think we got a bit too overexcited in the first frame, and we're paying the price now. Badly need this last frame. I don't want to be 3-1 behind going into the next episode. If we could come out of this 2 apiece, you know, fresh slate all over again. We were 2 each with Gary Wilson. Well, we all know where that got us. One of the most embarrassing defeats in my career mode. I just felt so embarrassed after losing that match. To be fair, I'm stupid enough. To be fair, I'm stupid for uploading it. Who knows? Who knows? You may have not even seen it. I may have decided to not upload that. But no, I did. Seeing as I put so much effort into filming this, and it's kind of an extra couple of videos. You're gonna know I lost anyway. That there's going to be no English Open if I don't show that match. So you know, it's someone of the English Open.
Nicely done.
And no, before you ask, this isn't this. I don't know at the time of filming this whether or not this is the last match. I never filmed the Ryan Day game, so it's not a matter of I'd upload that game if I lost in this, or if I lost in that one, or something, or if I lost in this one or whatever. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not just filming them all. If I'd lost in the Ryan Day game, then I would have lost in that game. You know, I would have just had to explain it at the next event, which I believe is actually the Champion of Champions. Yeah, looking forward to that one, obviously. So yeah, short first round match, best of 7, but after that it opens up a bit to these longer format matches, best of 11s. The finals are best of 19, obviously. It's a good tournament. You know, it's a nice tournament. They have a lot of good tournaments in that part of the year, I feel, that early half of the season. So the later part of the year, that is from, well, October to December mainly. So this is just starting to become a bit more dangerous and worrying now, because obviously there are dangerous balls, because there are free balls, obviously. Balls are becoming a bit more open up. There's more likely to leave a pot on. If this slips past the brown, whew, what a shot. What a beauty. I'll take that happily. Regardless of what he pulls out. If he pulls out a pot, fair play, but no, he hasn't. Has he left us a pot? Well, he's left us a plant. Do I fancy that? Oh no. He's not left us. There's no other reds. Well, he's left us that red, but you can't play again. If he was potting those, I'd be shocked. It's kind of a pack where they're all kind of covering each other, so I'm just going to take my medicine, I think, and just go for that. Where the hell's this cue ball? Is it behind the yellow? Whoa! Is it? Oh, so close. I would have been jumping for joy. I'm still a bit upset about frame 2. Frame 3 was just a complete disgrace, though. Oh. Right, what a chance this could be. I know it seems like we're right in amongst them, but not a lot that's easy. Okay, there's that, but getting out for a colour's my issue with this. I just went for it with pace, thinking it will get me out of that area. And you know, I wouldn't have actually been leaving, well, I actually would have. I would have been leaving that pot into the middle. So we're just going to screw back for one of those reds into left corner.
We know what a prolific long potter he is.
Shut up, Dave. I don't know why I said that, just felt like saying it.
Simply wonderful.
So, can I play for the black here is the question, really. I'd love to, but I feel like I don't want to be taking any undue risks. I can play out for the blue easy enough. Yes, it's lower points, but it will get the job done. Hoof, perfect. I was worried I wasn't going to be on anything for a moment. I would have been really upset there to have squandered such a beautiful chance. Because it really is a great chance, this is, to get my hand on the table and to make something big. Obviously, the second frame, I had a great chance once Neil Robertson gave me those 51 points. Made a break of 21 to get the 72-point lead. And then screwed it up from there on in. It wasn't anything wonderful. It was a good standard, but just from Neil Robertson's behalf, 96 break, you can't complain about that. It was a fantastic break. Definitely feel more happier playing this match than I did against Gary. I just did not feel too good against Gary. You know, there was just something that didn't feel right in that match. Maybe I was not used to the hard AI. I don't know, but I just didn't. I never felt happier. I never felt too comfy in that match. Oof, that does go. I would have been annoyed. I would have been really frustrated if this red didn't go. It's just kind of like having to work for it. I don't want to make any foolish errors.
19.
So only on a break of 19, but slow and steady wins the race, you know. Even if that means taking 15 reds and 15 blues before all 6 colours in sequence, I'd do that. It would still be a century break. It would still be 127, I believe. No, 117. I'm sure once the reds clear each other up, because, you know, they are pretty open, it's a matter of cherry picking them, really. They'll all uncover each other, and once they clear up, I'll open up the pockets for the pink and black. Few nudges and cannons here or there, and, you know, the frame, I've got the frame at my mercy. Like I say, it ain't such a great chance so soon, just yet. But if I continue to play patiently and well, I'll be sitting pretty at 2 apiece. Just had to shoot the hell out of that in. And you know, I'm not the right side of this red. But like I said, just want to get the job done. A beauty. Really was a beauty, that was. Obviously I would have liked to have been better on the blue, just because it would have been more points than the brown. And I just, you know, I built this whole break around blues. I don't want to betray it. But, sorry, blue. No hard feelings there. So, yeah, digging deep on this brown. The screw back. Got the screw back. What's my position like? Not the red that I played for. Played for the middle of the 3, if you like. I'll be fine. I'll be definitely fine, because I got this red. You know, I like my straighter shots, because I can see the potting angle a bit better. That does go as well. I've got various reds on here, but none of them I'm feeling 100% confidence on. That's the thing. It's the one that I feel most confident on, and I'd say if it's any, it's this one. I know this may look to you like the most tricky. Order of the day, get that in. There we go, it's in. And you know, it'll be another brown for me, I think. It might even be a yellow. Similar shot to last time. Let's see if I can make a better work of it, you know. I don't know. Don't even fancy the brown. I do fancy it, of course. It's not that bad. It's all about playing the right shot here. This break's just starting to get a bit trickier, more tricky than I would have liked, you know. Obviously, I never want it to be tricky. I just want this to be as plain sailing as possible. Well, I got a compliment from Dave Hendon, so it fills me with confidence whenever I get a compliment, just to think that my position must be decent. Obviously, I'd like to get back in position on the blue, just because, you know, this kind of brings this break back to its senses, I suppose, if that even makes sense. At this moment in time, I'm not too bothered about what I say makes sense. I just want to pot the balls and win the frame. Order of the day. Well, that's in. Nice angle on the blue. Just don't run too far. That's fine. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Oh, now the sun's come out, but, you know, it's near enough to a load of clouds. So I'm sure I won't get too hot. And, you know, this is the last frame. Last frame of the day. We're playing 4 frames as per usual. You know, in the future I may do an odd session where I have 5 frames. Like when I play maybe a deciding frame if I have time for it. Or if I'm or maybe in the World Championship, or in the second mini session or a 9-frame session. You know, like we're going to have in the Champion of Champions final, obviously if we get that far. The World Championship, International Championship final, obviously if we get that far. I may even do that. I don't know. I don't know if the International Championship works that way. I think World Grand Prix final might do, although I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, World Grand Prix final. What are the finals? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too fussed about that right this minute. You know. I'm just trying to take my mind off the pressure. And I know there's still a lot of life left in this match. There's still a distance, and there's still at least 4 frames. There's still at least 3 after this one. Even if Robertson does crush at 6-1, which I'm sure he won't. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful! Beauty.
52.
Well, no angle on this red to dig into those clusters, if you like. So I might have to pull off a bit of a shot on this next one, just to kind of to keep in position, to keep this break alive for a bit longer. Because, you know, it's getting to the point where this break's going to start to get more awkward now. Because there are balls that are still clustered together, you know. Oh dear, I overhit that.
Perfect position.
Well, that's a disaster.
53.
It's an absolute huge disaster if this red doesn't pot into right corner. If it pots into right corner, then this break's still got a chance. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Ever so tight. Order of the day, just knock that blue in. Not even come far enough. Well, obviously I'm pot this if it does pot still. Ooh, it's a tempting plan.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
What a shot!
Well, an excellent pot. What a wonderful...
Look at that for recovery.
59.
Or a way to keep the break alive. Don't know to what extent it's a recovery shot.
Green ball needed here.
I think this is the pot of the frame. Pot of the frame? Frame ball.
That should be it. No real way for the opponent to win the frame now.
Just enough for position, and that's frame ball. So we can relax a little now, but not too much. That'll be a weight off his shoulders. That's for sure. Reminiscent of the black we missed in frame 2. Even more reminiscent by the way we missed it. I'm sure Robertson will play on. I'm not entirely sure of the point score.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
62, yeah, he needs 1 snooker then, doesn't he? Well, if this red goes in, which I have very little doubt in my mind that it won't, then that should be game. We'll call it a day. We'll call it a day then. So yeah, we will be going to the mid-session interval, 2 apiece. You know, no century breaks, but that was definitely a break. It was a challenging one. It was one that it wasn't too easy, that break. Maybe you could put down. Maybe you could put that down. Maybe you could put that down to the fact that I'm not a very good player, or you can put it down to the fact that it really was tough. I don't really know. I'd like to think that it was a tough break. You know, I did a good job. I obviously, like every snooker player, would have loved to have made the ton, but you know, wasn't to be. Still had 2 centuries in this tournament, off screen, of course. Not, you haven't seen them today. It would have been lovely to have taken the 3-1 lead that, you know, we could have easily had if we hadn't have floundered that second frame. Yeah, we really did flounder it. Really butchered that second frame.
What happened there, but that's a poor shot.
I don't know, plant, exhibition, fluke, right, I don't know. Little plant, let's just try this plant out. You never know, it might go in. Is it? No. Not far off, but it doesn't really matter. Won't be judged for it, and we won't lose the frame off it. And we go to the mid-session interval, all square, 2 apiece. So, you know, if you told me I would have been 2 apiece at the end of this video, I would have been pretty chuffed, you know. I would have thought I've still got a pretty good chance in this match. So yeah, that's Neil Robertson's break off in frame 5. So if you have enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and goodbye.